Max. I am the bass choral scholar this year. I'm just out of secondary school. I was at rugby last year. Yeah.
That's all right. And weren't you a chorister somewhere?
I was, yeah. I was a chorister at St John's before that. Yeah.
And what's your favourite piece to sing, or piece to play, maybe?
My favourite piece to sing has got to be the second movement of the Chichester Psalms, just because it's a really beautiful piece.
And how are you finding the choral scholarship so far?
I'm finding it that it's a very good challenge. I think it's a lot of work and it's good. It's making me better as a musician.
And Hereford is a pretty nice place, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you like most about it?
What I like most about it is just everyone in here. I think I love. Actually, most of all, I really like the lay clerks in the cathedral. They're really, partly they're really inspiring because they're excellent musicians, but also they're really encouraging and understand when to help us if we need it.
Excellent. And do you play any instruments or have any other musical talents?
I do play the viola. So the one I play was made by my great grandfather because he had a hobby of making instruments.
Fabulous. And any exciting skills we should know about? Anything you like to do in your spare time? I do
quite enjoy making cocktails.
I'm Hector Coley and I'm this year's organ scholar. I've come from a previous organ scholarship appointment at St George's Cathedral in Southwark, and that was a Catholic post, but now, I was originally brought up in the Anglican tradition, and it's nice to be back and playing Magnificats and canticles and things. Miss those sorely.
And what do you like most about being in Hereford? What have you enjoyed most about this year so far?
Everyone in Hereford is just absolutely lovely, and it's a delight to be here and work with everyone at the cathedral, and have a really excellent house with lovely people who live in it. So it's just it's a very chill place to be working and playing. It's really nice, and everyone's really invested in you. They want you to learn. They want you to do well.
And what is your favourite piece to play on the organ, or indeed on other instruments, perhaps?
I'd say my favourite piece it would have to be on the organ. I struggle to pick one out of just thin air, but one that I've enjoyed playing recently is the Bach Prelude and Fugue in D major. I spent a lot of time on that over the last few weeks or so, and then got to play it at the end of a big service, and it's a tough piece, but it went very well in performance, and I was very pleased with it.
And do you play any other instruments?
I play a few. So I play French horn and then timpani and percussion along the side. And I spent a lot of time in London last year playing with orchestras and a couple of bands. It's very entertaining. It's lovely to be able to play instruments that get you included in an orchestra, but singing is nice too.
And would you say that you have any other skills?
Well, I can make a mean casserole. I'm thinking of a few on the spot. I've been enjoying cooking, but light walking. Don't know if that counts as a skill. Can walk a mean walk.
So I am Robert, and I am this year's tenor choral scholar at Hereford Cathedral.
Excellent. And what do you like most about being in Hereford?
So what I really like about being in Hereford is it's a very nice mixture of urban and rural. There's lots of great green spaces to walk and run, and of course, like, the cathedral is just wonderful, excellent supportive staff, and a great musical department full of people who absolutely know what they're doing and singing and playing great repertoire. So yeah, it's a great place to be.
Howie, tell us, where do you come from as far as your musical background goes?
So I have just come from Glasgow, although I don't sound like it. my home is in Dumfries and Galloway in Scotland, but I've just graduated from the University of Glasgow in French and Politics. But I've done lots of choral singing on the side, and I just wanted to devote a bit more time to choral singing, and so that's why I've come to Hereford.
How are you finding the choral scholarship so far?
I'm really, really enjoying the choral scholarship, and even despite the virus, we've still been able to keep singing pretty much every day, in person and on the webcast. We've done some great repertoire. I especially like all of the very obscure Renaissance polyphony that we do here, which is a great passion of mine. So very, very much enjoying it.
On the back of that, do you have a favourite piece to sing, maybe of Renaissance polyphony?
One of my favourite pieces is Robert Wilkinson's Salve Regina from the Eton Choir book, which is for 9 parts, and it has 4 tenor parts, but it's just the most amazing music with just beautiful, beautiful clashes and beautiful resolutions as well. Yeah.
What sort of music do you do outside of singing, if anything?
So I play the trumpet, but not a lot, I have to admit, because I decided that I wanted to do more singing, so I spend most of my time doing that. I have done some musicianship teaching as well, so I've worked, perhaps, not necessarily in performance, but also in teaching, so I guess that's another string to my bow in music.
Do you have any skills you would consider exciting?
I'm not sure if I've got many skills that are very exciting, but I like running, and I really like cooking. I like I like making risotto actually.
My name is Charlotte Sleet, and I am the alto choral scholar this year. I was born and raised in Luton, and then I studied at the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire in the vocal and operatics department. I graduated this summer, and now I'm here singing in the Hereford Cathedral choir for a year, and I am really, really excited about it. Really thrilled.
And of course, you are making history this year in Hereford, aren't you?
I am. I am the first appointed female member of the choir in its history, which is really very exciting. And hopefully it's the start of a female dynasty in the alto department, certainly. I'm really, really excited to be making change in that way.
What do you like most about being in Hereford?
I think Hereford is so beautiful. It really strikes the balance between urban and rural, and where we live in our scholar house, we're very close to the city centre. We're probably about a 2 or 3 minute walk from the main square, but we're also right on the river, and we're quite close to a dairy farm, so we've got a real good mix of the two. So it's good for nipping into town to do your shopping, but also nipping out and getting some headspace.
And how are you finding the choral scholarship so far?
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm having such a nice time. I think the quality of music that we have here is phenomenal. I think we have fantastic direction from both Geraint Bowen and Peter Dyke, and I'm exploring so much repertoire, and it's the repertoire that I really enjoy. Geraint, the director of music, is really into early Renaissance repertoire, which is what I particularly enjoy. So I'm really excited to be exploring that every day of the week.
And do you have any other musical talents?
So I started by playing the flute, and then I took a sideways step and was playing the saxophone in the youth bands in Luton. And I was having singing lessons alongside it and was in the girls' choir. And what really swung it for me to choose singing over playing was that as a singer, you get to keep your lipstick on for the concert. So that swung it.
Any exciting skills?
I'm not sure they're particularly exciting skills, but they're skills that I possess and enjoy. I really like cooking and baking. I really like being in the kitchen. And I also crochet.